Hi guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well wherever you're watching this episode of the Car Weekly Roundup from now. Today is 13th June 2026. I am still reminding you, this is the month that we will file our returns. This is the month that the taxman starts getting money. Remember, the budget is high. The government wants money for parties. They want money for recreation. They want money for donations. They don't want money to pay in tons. What? We are going to pay taxes. We are going to pay by force. So, according to the priorities, of course, we have classified budgets. Yeah, we don't have money for interns. That's the one thing that we have seen. But government should start paying the medical interns. Those guys do a lot of work. So anyway, today is 13th June, and as you plan to do your taxes, don't forget, in history, Chrysler the company. You guys have seen some of those Chryslers. Even Lutamaguzi drives the one, yeah? It's a Chrysler. Yeah, so Chrysler was founded by a gentleman called Walter Chrysler, and he's one of the three companies that were first founded in the US to start making cars. Of course, General Motors, Ford Motor Company, you get. And then the Chrysler, they started by making cars. Of course, they made one in 1924, but then the company was really launched in 1925, yeah? And yeah, so it was founded then. And then, of course, Porsche was started in 1948. Porsche 911 and a lot of other cars. The 911 is the most popular. So they started with a car called the Porsche 356-1. I don't know why they have such a long name. It's called the Roadster, and that's the first car they made. It had 35 horsepower and it went up to 135 kilometers per hour. And at that time, that was impressive. Now we do 180. Some cars do 250. Some cars do 360. You get. Yeah, but of course, the later designs by Porsche were inspired by the design of the very first Porsche they made. Welcome to the weekly roundup. I'd like to remind you guys that the One Starlet Many Stories campaign is still going. One car, many stories, many lives, many glories, for the love of cars, Uganda. Changing lives across the border. So one car, many stories is still going on, and this year we're giving away the Starlet. So you guys, we are still voting. We are still voting at exactly 2 p.m. today. I'm going to be announcing who is winning it to get out to Bagamba, and we're going to be having a Chimeza today. Next week, we are still getting people. If you're interested and you want to win yourself the Starlet, you get in touch with the lady on 0760-045-116. Tell her, I want to win that Starlet. Of course, entrance is 200,000 shillings only. Fill in the form, the crew will come, record your video, publish it, and then people will vote you starting Friday and Saturday. And then you get into the finalists, yeah? At 2 p.m. today, we understand who is going to be winning. I'd like to remind you guys that I do pre-purchase inspection in case you're buying a car and you need someone to help you make the right choice. I charge a small fee, only 450,000 shillings. I come with a mechanic, and together we make sure that you get the right car for your budget. Yes, and aside from inspecting, I also advise you to make sure that you make the right decision. I also sell car trackers and car alarms. Car trackers, I have two types, one of 350,000 shillings. That one gives you access to stopping your car wherever you are. Even if you are in the US and the car is in Kampala, you can stop your car remotely and they will not be able to start it unless you start it again on your phone or they disturb the wiring. And it can stop your car remotely. It can show you real-time location. It shows you past location of your car, and it gives you alerts when the car is started, when the person is stuck in jam, when the person is over speeding. You can need a geofence to share a morokate itawano. Now, that one is the one for 350. The one for 450 does all those things, 450,000. It does all the things that the one for 350 does, but it adds you one basic thing, microphone. We install it with the microphone in your car, so you can call it and listen to the people in the car. You know, some of us, we give people our cars, and well, they don't wish us well, and then you keep giving them your car. You need to listen and see what are these people saying about you. That one is for 450. Now, I also sell car alarms. In all these installations, that's very professional. Very professional. If you buy the car alarm alone, it will cost you 250,000 shillings. If you buy it together with the tracker, it will cost you 210,000 shillings. Now, I also do a Uganda diagnosis. Do you know what that means? If you have been fixing your car with one of your mechanics, or 4 of your mechanics, or 10 of your mechanics, and these mechanics have failed to find what's wrong with your car, or they have failed to fix your car, yours truly, Siremererwa, I do a Uganda diagnosis. Now, the diagnosis alone will cost you 350,000 shillings, but I can guarantee you that I will find out what's wrong with your car. I will tell it to you. If you want to fix it with your mechanic, he will fix it and your car will be fine. I've done that to more than 10 cars and they're all in very good condition as we speak. Now, in case I do the diagnosis and you find that your mechanic might not be efficient, I'll fix it at an extra fee. Now, I don't want you to think it's going to be cheap. The fact that you have used multiple mechanics and your car has failed, it's not going to be cheap, but it will work. It will do what? It will work. Have you got your diagnosis? Now, you guys saw the second project car I'm working on. Yeah, someone is already booking the car. The Carina. Good car, good car. Right now, we are in the final stages of spraying the car. Yeah, when we get done with spraying, we're going to buy rims and tires. You guys should follow the project car. Now, for you to be part of the project car episodes and other VIP episodes, you simply join the channel. Click the button join there on the channel, and then it'll take you through the steps and ask you for your Visa card. You can get an Airtel MasterCard or the MTN Visa card and then pay for that. That way you don't put it part of your bank. And that way you can join the VIP club and watch all that exclusive content. Yes. I am giving my VIP people episodes of my previous TV shows like The Cafe. Kati, let's go to the news. Enough about talking about myself. But that is how we run the channel. That is how we get the money that keeps this weekly roundup coming, Echimeza coming, and that pays all the people that are behind the camera there, and the camera too, and the microphone too, and the lights too. So please support us. And you can pay for VIP 10,000 a month. That's very good. And I would like to thank my VIP people. Banang, thank you very much. You guys are making everything amazing. You're making it worthwhile. My people look at the analytics and they see the people paying. Now let's go to the news. Meat. The prices of meat are going higher. Okay, you guys don't eat meat clearly. Do you eat meat? Meat has been at 20,000 for a very long time. Yes. I buy from expensive butchers. Eh? No more butchers on the road. Yes. Meat has been at 20,000 for a very long time. Yes, not even those guys are Muslims. 18. But it seems you guys are buying rotten meat. Fresh meat. So anyway, guys, these guys are saying that meat prices are rising a lot, and they're attributing it to first the fuel prices that are going up, and the fuel prices are not going to go down. So meat, they are saying, used to cost 18,000 shillings. Now it's costing 20,000 shillings. Now, goat meat used to cost 16,000. Now it's costing 25,000 shillings. And the reason is, of course, the fuel. But there are some areas in Uganda that are under quarantine because cows or livestock are sick. So when cows and goats are sick, those cows are not allowed. If, for example, Masaka has sick cows, the cows in Masaka are not allowed to cross to go to the other districts. So if these districts have low supply of meat, the prices will definitely go up. So that's what's happening to the meat. People like me that are hunters, that we need to eat meat for us to gain a little muscle. We need to eat meat, then you might have to eat eggs. Someone is actually saying that people are cutting down on the meat. Like people ever ate. Don't you know there are people that eat meat on Easter and Christmas? But you people, we need to thank God. I can eat meat whenever I want. We need to thank God that we can eat meat whenever we want, regardless which meat. We need to thank God if you can eat meat whenever you want. Some of us, we grew up not being able to take soda on Christmas Day. And on Christmas, if we didn't, why are you laughing? And on Christmas, if we didn't have guests, still there was no soda. Soda was on Christmas when we have guests. And we would literally be buying the big bottle and we share amongst ourselves. Everyone would take part of that. And the meat the same way. Bread, like this big bread, the loaf. My grandmother would buy the bugatti and that's what we would be eating. Babanga banusu atano ne bugenda ku kikumi, you get. But majority of the time we would eat mawolu from yesterday. And a lot of people were like that. My kids eat mawolu. They don't know that it's called mawolu. If they knew, probably they will not be eating. They know it's a normal thing to eat food that you kept last night. But there are people like him that never ate mawolu. But you see, now you are with us. Wagaria. You used to take soda every day. Hey, for us, soda was special. So even chapat was special. Your father had many children. For us to eat chapat, my grandmother would send me for waraj. For 500, you buy waraj. Of 400, you eat a chapat. You don't know the method? Yes! And those chapats that they put in oil were good. But waraj is evil. I was helping her. It was for a good cause. It was for a good cause. Anyway, guys, meat is going to be up in price. Because the fuel is going to increase in price, the meat will also increase in price. Believing for a brighter day. And then in Bukoma, Simbi, 6 people were arrested for theft of a car. And I'm surprised. This time, the thieves are not Baganda only. Listen to the names. Peter Bakanturachi, 34, is one of the thieves. Justus Twesime, that one is a Muganda. Twesime is not a Muganda. So the two big thieves are not Baganda. Julius Asimwe. Edrisa Wasaja. Now that one is a Muganda. And a Mulangira. John Akori Burunji. That one is not a Muganda. Stephen Ziwa is a Muganda. So, the mastermind, Wasaja was the mastermind. Over Ziwa. Wasaja, but it's possible that the Ziwa is a Musoga. It's very possible. So Wasaja was the mastermind. So in Bokomasi, these guys were caught while traveling in a car UBH 44J. And during the operation, police recovered several items believed to be used in criminal activity like metallic tools, master keys, and other equipment allegedly used to steal vehicles and break into shops. So they stole a tipper that belongs to Samuel Katongoli, a businessman. He went reported to police, and after that he started doing his own background work. And while he did his own background work, that's when he realized that Ziwa, Stephen, was one of the people. So they grabbed Ziwa, they nabbed him, and he took them around, showing him his other counterparts. Now, what's not clear is if they actually recovered the car, but at least they have the thieves. Probably then the car can be recovered after that. Now, the deputy RDC Bukoma Simbi is called Joseph Ruwaga, saying that the cases of vehicle theft and theft of agricultural produce remain a major challenge in the district. He noted that some recent incidents occur because of property owners fail to take adequate security measures to protect their belongings. I thought the police is supposed to be doing that. Yeah, so that's what the RDC said there. But well, you guys put trackers in your car. It will save you a lot of trouble. And then, of course, in Nairobi, 27 people died in a highway crash. Multiple vehicles came and crashed. And for us, the crashes that we have in Uganda, we are still lucky that people don't die. Normally, it's the cars that are destroyed when you have multiple car crashes. But in Nairobi there, along the Mombasa Highway, Nairobi-Mombasa Highway, near Salama in Mukweni County, the crash occurred Sunday night, involved a truck, a passenger bus, 2 saloon cars, and a motorcycle. And according to police, the 7 victims died at the scene, and the rest were injured and taken to Sultan Hamoud Sub-County Hospital. And they are saying that the accident caused disruption in the travel time, people that were using the same route while they're going, and then they're still investigating to see what the cause. We know what the cause of the accident was. Someone broke abruptly. The rest came hitting each other from behind. Or one person was on the phone, hit the person in front stopped to see who has hit him, and then the rest of the people followed. We know there are only those 2 incidences. And then, of course, there is an incident in South Africa where a taxi ended up on top of a tanker. That is something I cannot explain, but there was an accident, multiple vehicles. The highlight of it all is that the taxi ended up on top of a tanker. And then you guys, while you think that you are failing in your business, you think things are not moving, just think how many Isuzus, apart from the elves and the forwards, yeah, how many Isuzus do you see on the road? Have you thought? Isuzu, despite all the challenges they are having with selling their stock, they are investing 500 million rand in South Africa to manufacture cars locally, both for local supply and for export. It might be that only South Africans are buying them, but people like me in South Africa buy a lot of Go Polos. They buy a lot of Starlets. I don't know which cars they are making in South Africa, but if you think you're creating products and people are not buying them, Sasira by Isuzu. They are now investing more money in South Africa to produce more vehicles. And of course, they have been investing more and more over time. And then, of course, now the South Africans must be happy. Shame on you, South Africans, because they are chasing fellow Africans. I saw a video that was very painful. They are beating another African like he's a thief. Just for them to get... We should also start beating the South Africans here so that they know. Yes! We should do it. Have you seen how they beat them? The South Africans that come here have big heads, all of them. Have you seen South Africans in Uganda? All of them, they just have big heads. Have you seen anyone that has a head as small as mine? We should also beat them. Why are they beating our people? And it's not like we take their jobs. I saw Malema saying that the other people are going. Auntie Malema said, if Ugandans go, will you take on the jobs that Ugandans are doing? And they want South Africans are lazy. Even here, go to those houses that are owned by South Africans. They are ever home. Can't you speak English? Can't you speak English? So anyway, guys, away from Isuzu, South Africa as a country is going to boost EV manufacturing in their country because they have a lot of minerals. Remember, South Africa is a rich country. They have a lot of minerals. Apart from the stupid people in South Africa, the ones that are chasing away other Africans, South Africa has a lot of minerals like lithium, cobalt, graphite, copper, iron, and these are things that are used in manufacturing key components in the EV electric vehicles like batteries. Yeah, so they are saying they want a South African company to start making EVs, getting minerals from South Africa, and they're also saying they are going to get the rest of the minerals from SADC. There's a Southern African Development Community, countries in South Africa. They will get the rest of the minerals from Southern African Customs Union. If they're in the union and they have minerals, they can sell them to South Africa and start making EVs. Now, if EVs are made in South Africa, chances are high that we in Uganda can be able to get access to cheap electric vehicles that are made in Africa for the African market, and that will be a very good thing. Which one? Chira they make buses. They don't have the capacity to make small cars. But they won't give them. Chira, if you are ashamed to us, they are ashamed. Make us small cars. Make about 1,000 units every year. Sell them at 45 million. People will buy them. Not so. People are buying an ISC at 40 million, not brand new. Chira, if you are shaming our country, make the small cars. Make us small cars that like Mark X's, Rumions, those shapes. Small cars. Sell them to us at 45 million shillings. Work with banks to finance us. Even if people would buy them with financing, but then the CEO is there. Chira, if it's there. It's just there. In English, it's fair. It's sugar coated. So CEO of Chira EV, We don't know why you're not making small cars. If you don't have the money, yeah, if you don't have the money, you can start by saying Ugandans that are willing to buy electric vehicles made by Chira EV, give us design, make a prototype for people to look at, display it, let people come look at the prototype and tell them the benefits they'll be getting. Let them test drive the prototype, yeah, and when they test drive the prototype, tell people to book. Tesla makes people book. Exactly, iPhone makes people book. If you don't have the money, let us book. You can't be waiting for government to give you money all the time. You already have money. At least your salaries are covered. Just innovate. You have a production line. You are using students. You can get interns from Chambogo Engineering Department, Makerere. You can get them from all these other universities. Make us small cars. At least innovate. You be different from these other people. Many lives, many glories. In Australia, these guys have cameras that are AI powered to spot and find people that are driving without seat belts, people that are driving while using phones, and the system is getting criticized in the country. They did an audit. There's a company that did an audit, and they found that there were weaknesses in how the program monitored, including concerns that authorities had not adequately verified whether all detected offenses in the system are the right offenses. Now, you guys have to understand, we had the same system here, the express penalty system. Now, people complained. The thing is giving me a fine when the traffic light is in orange, just like some traffic officers, but you can reason with traffic officers. But the system, and that's why it was withdrawn. I'm thinking if Australia is still struggling with this, we should not bring it in Kampala. Because for us, we will struggle a lot. Either, I think if in Uganda you could sue the government and get money, that is one thing that would bankrupt the government. It's just that in Uganda, you sue the government, you get paid 30 years later. The government will not pay you because it's for them if they think it's not fair. Let the people feel you. And then in Estonia, there is a car called the mopped car. Now, the mopped car in Estonia is... anyone can drive it as long as they are 14 years and above. There is a special license for it. Now, teens are going to be enjoying because now they can go get a license and drive. Now, there are places where there are no buses. You know, organized car. This is in Northern Europe. There are countries where if you go out of the train comes, the buses come, and they all stop at a certain place. And from there, you either have a taxi, or you have a private vehicle, or you walk, or you ride a bicycle. Now, these mopped cars are going to be helping a lot, and schools are very happy that pupils are going to have a chance to drive themselves to school legally. Cheap. It's a small car. It doesn't go beyond 45 kilometers per hour, but it's nice. It can't come to Uganda. Or if it comes, it can't come to Uganda. It can't. Like, for our own safety. for our own safety, it should not come to Uganda. But it's a good innovation. I think for things like that to come to Uganda, the government actually has to enforce the laws. Where borders are arrested for bad driving, where government employees are questionable, where bus drivers, truck drivers, because that tiny car there, they can traumatize kids, and that's not very bad. But Estonia is doing a good job. It's more of who you are. And then Jeep, the company that makes the Jeep Wrangler, they are recalling over 1.3 million Jeeps. Why? There is an electric fault in the steering rack, the steering column there, that could even cause the car to catch fire. And they are telling people, park your cars. Leave the car there until we fix it. So the carrier will come and take your car, fix it, bring it back to you. And of course, the recall affects cars between 2021 and 2025. The Jeep Wrangler SUV and the Jeep Gladiator pickup worldwide. Even the guys that have them here, if you have it and you have not yet figured out, yes, your car has been recalled, so you better park it. That's what they have said. So they are saying that they have had over 72 incidents where the cars actually caught fire because of that fault. So the company is going to inspect and make repairs on the affected wiring components and then give them back to the owner. Stories, your moment, your story. Guys, on a serious note, stop drinking and driving. It's very dangerous for you, for your family. It's also dangerous for other road users. If you drink, get an Uber or get a designated driver to take you home. And the tip of the week, inspect your coil sockets regularly, at least every like 4 months. Just because a coil socket might cost you a lot of money. Yes, I did a Biganye diagnosis on a Harrier, Toyota Harrier, that had a bunch of issues, but among them were the coil sockets. Of course, the person is reckless. How do you repair a battery that is a maintenance-free battery?
One dream, one key, one life, changing more.
Well, thank you very much for being part of this week's episode of the Car With Me Roundup. I'd like to remind you, One Starlet Many Stories is still going on. One Starlet Many Stories is going on. Hata kaima wakafuni. Kama kubidi. One car, many stories. Yes, so anyways, next week, if you are interested, come join. Call the number 0760-045-116. Don't forget, I do car inspections, I sell car trackers and alarms, I do a Biganye diagnosis, and yes, I talk to you about cars. That's a consultation. Until next time.
Student chasing every little light, brother trying hard to feed the home.